How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rants Live. And joining me today is a very special guest and a regular viewer of Rants Live, my boy Rich. You probably know him. He's always coming to the comments, dropping some history knowledge, dropping some great, unique players that played for both teams. How you doing today, Rich?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm a big history buff, as you guys know, and I mean, I I I I would be awesome at like digging up like A's history stuff. I even looked around some too for just in case if Booney was interested. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have some time to talk about some A's history. I'm sure you got a lot of knowledge to drop on us today, but yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a long time coming. Been planning this for over a month now, and I'm really excited to have you on here. But really quick, I wanted you to tell everybody a little bit about your history as an A's fan and some of your favorite players, some of your favorite memories during your time as an A's fan. If you want to dive into that.
Okay, well, I will. This will sound weird, but in the beginning, I was one of them damn Yankee fans.
Oh no! Now, what made
Yep.
you switch?
What made me switch? Well, I kind of, I mean, I hope I'm not offending I hope if the three Yankee fans are on that, I don't offend them with this, but I grew up.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can see why at a young age, especially you living in that Jersey area most of your
Yep.
life, getting fascinated with the Yankees and the pinstripes and all the great players that were around at the time. Because you probably grew up with Donnie Mattingly and all them.
That's why I can like tell you about like the things that I saw from like Yankee games in the past because I watched a whole lot of Yankee games.
Did you go? No, did you go to Old Yankee Stadium a lot?
I went to Old Yankee Stadium probably about 15 times.
That's awesome. Now, did you have a favorite Yankee player growing up? Were you already an A's fan by the time the three-peat happened, or were
Oh,
you all Reggie, Mister October, Yankees, all that type of stuff?
oh, you mean with the three-peat
With the
with
A's,
the A's?
yeah,
When the A's three-peated, I was like 2, 3, and 4 years old. So
yeah, that makes sense. So you didn't get to see all those.
yep. I mean, I've watched like past footage, which is fun, but yeah, I think that like when I was a kid, like my favorite players were like Mattingly and Guidry, but I always, even when he was on the A's, I had a place in my heart for Ricky Henderson.
Oh yeah, I mean you gotta love Ricky, greatest player in A's history. There's nothing wrong with our boy Rick, man of
And
steel.
then Ricky comes to the Yankees, and I'm excited, but kind of when he got traded back to the A's was when I went full A's.
Oh, so like that '89 season when they went on to win the
Yep,
whole thing, he
yep.
became.
And then even though that Ricky moved on at times, I never switched from the A's. Never.
I don't know if that's a good thing or like really unfortunate because considering what we go through on a day-to-day basis,
Oh,
but
I love the A's. I love the A's.
oh yeah. Now, do you have any favorite memories as an A's fan?
I went to the Coliseum in September of what was the year the Angels won? 02?
2002, yeah, the Moneyball. That was our Moneyball year.
I went to the Coliseum that day. There it was in September, like mid September, and Mark Mulder was facing Jared Washburn.
Oh, that's awesome. The big three.
And it was a pitching matchup, such a crazy pitching matchup.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. It was no runs for 9 innings,
Oh
and then
wow.
and then in the 10th inning, well, Mulder had like 14 15 Ks in that game.
Oh wow.
And the first pitch was thrown by Jackie Chan. I remember that too.
Did Jackie Chan throw out the first pitch at the A's game?
Yep.
That's awesome.
But in the
What's
10th inning, Billy
up,
Crotch
Dad?
gave up a homer to Tim Salmon.
Oh no! So they wound up losing the game that you were at.
Yeah, 1-0. It was an awesome game. No, at the hotel that was across the street. I couldn't tell you what the name of the hotel was, but we were on the elevator, and there was just these guys like Billy Crotch, and that's where I got the Billy Crotch from.
Oh, that's amazing. This is my dad. Hey, Nick. No, that seems like a great memory. Yeah, I've been to the Coliseum a handful of times. I went first time I went was in 2012. I was at the game where Coco Crisp hit the walk off, like the walk off
Nice.
single to beat the Yankees. That was a really fun time in 2012. And then I went to a handful of games between like 2022, 2023, some 2024. So yeah, it's definitely like a storied venue that we dearly miss. But you know what? This Vegas stadium is going to be really, really sick.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to look like the the Sydney Opera House on the outside.
It does. A lot of people say it looks like an armadillo, so I think that's also kind of funny.
Yep.
It's hey, I do got some baby mamas. Not really. Is Geloff gets it? No, Tommy Geloff will not get hurt. Rich, a stat that I have been clamoring about, and very unfortunate stat for Rants Live is in Rants Live this year we only got 3 Rants Live dubs, and we have 2 Zach Geloff lacerations. He's gotten hurt twice on Rants Live, and he's finally back. And if it happens a third time, I think we might have to cancel the show for the season. I mean, last week that loss to the who do we even lose to last week? They're all stacking up at this point. They lost to
Was that Boston last week?
no, it was not Boston on Rants Live. It was who the hell did they lose to? I'm already blanking. I mean, all these losses run together. Anyway,
I got
yeah.
the Grays. You're not that.
Hey, I feel like I'm getting there at this point. I turned 30 last month, so like I get that. Yandy Diaz leadoff home run. Dude, we can't do that again. I was getting huge PTSD last night when Yandy Diaz did that to us. $5 if you pronounce my name correctly. It's DeSicco, I think. I've avoided saying it, Nick. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since we became friends like 6 years ago, I just say dis because in all actuality, I can't pronounce your name for shit. But I love you. The Reds. It was the Reds. The big Rants machine. Yes, that remembers now. That was unfortunate, but Rich, I have a trivia question for you since you're such a big history buff. Do you know who threw the first pitch the first pitch at the first A's game at the Coliseum?
Wow. Oh my gosh. All I could do is guess. You mean the first pitch, like the
The first,
ceremonial first pitch, or
yeah, the first pitch at the first A's game in the Oakland Coliseum.
you mean ceremonial, or?
I believe it was ceremonial. I don't know. The first pitch is the first pitch to me, honestly.
1968.
Eight. Yes.
Oh,
That is also something that at the Coliseum they would put up on the, like, did you know, on the big screen? Be like, did you know who threw the first pitch out at the A's game in the Coliseum? Governor Ronald Reagan. Nick DeChico. He's got some cheeks.
I don't know what you guys would think if I tell you I'm a fan of Ronald Reagan.
I mean, I'm not trying to get like too political on here, but
yeah, I won't.
I know what you mean though. But yeah, yeah. Speaking of the game tonight, how are you feeling? We got Mason Barnett starting on the bump. I don't know if he's really doing the opener thing or not, but
The guy he's facing is scary to me because I actually have the guy he's facing on a few fantasy game teams. So
Nick Martinez, yeah.
Yeah, he's tough.
Nick Martinez, he's been around a long time. He's a guy that I've wanted the A's to kind of target throughout the years. Like I thought he was a cheap guy that they could potentially get because he seems like such like an A's signing. So I always thought Nick Martinez would wind up with us at some point, but guess not. He's like 36, 37 right now.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Yeah, this line makes me
I'm
sad.
gonna have to say an A's win because we're the A's. I gotta.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no,
I'm gonna say 6-3.
I predicted an A's win last week. I was feeling myself last week coming on here, driving to work. I was like, oh, we're gonna get this dub tonight. And today I'm not feeling that. I think I'm gonna be negative Nancy. I'm gonna say we lose. Hopefully in some like reverse psychology kind of way. That's gonna get us to get a Rants Live dub. I mean, it's been 2 months since we've gotten a dub on the show, so we gotta lock in.
It might change our luck.
I mean, you might be the lucky, you might be the good luck charm we need. Unlike Mia Sanchez, who comes on here and we just get her ass kicked. Shout out Mia, host of Trending. Shout out Jake. When I went to Game 1 LA 1988 World Series, Debbie Gibson sang the anthem and stole my heart, and then Kirk Gibson broke my heart. Yeah, I'm really glad I wasn't alive to see that. I feel like that would have broken me.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say that I was rooting for the A's in that series, even though I wasn't a fan of them yet. But
No, I get that.
oh.
Hey, Balte. I was literally about to say this is starting better than the 2019 wildcard game, but never mind. Oh yeah, I guess we can sync up a little bit. Let's see. This is a nice uniform matchup, though. I love those Rays navy blues, and then obviously you can't go wrong with this Ace Kelly green jersey on Balte. That's the most Rants Live shit ever.
Maybe the sun was in his eyes. Need to get the sunglasses out there.
Yeah, with
dude.
the sunglasses on his fucking forehead. E8. Yeah. Come on, man. Okay, after the first pitch, I'm gonna pause. Okay, wait. Actually, 1 second. Okay, I just paused after Barnett stepped on the bag.
Okay, I'm a little bit after that.
Okay, you can play it now. Yeah, they're showing Yandy over at third base.
Now I'm seeing the replay of it.
Yeah, they're showing that for me too. Okay, we should be good. Watching from bed tonight, 5-2. Shout out my boy Hobbs, host of The Habit Hunter.
Hey, Hobbs, I hope you're doing good with your cancer. I really do. You the man, Hobbs.
Hobbs is goated. We'll have to get Hobbs on here at some point. Okay, let's see if Barnett can get out of here. Junior Caminero. I love Junior Caminero. 34 bombs on the year for the Tampa Bay Rays. 277, 368 on base percentage. That guy's just killing it right now. I was rooting for him to win the home run derby last month. Should have had giveaway shades on. No bullshit, Dadpool. That's what always cracks me up is every time that somebody makes a play like that, like Balte just did in the outfield, 90% of the time, they have sunglasses on their forehead. So, which just makes them look even stupider than they would have otherwise. That was a nice pitch by Mason. But yeah, I'm low-key just ready for this season to end. Chat, this has kind of been a rough one. I mean, you look at the lineup that the A's are putting out there, and it's just nothing like what we were expecting to have at the beginning of the season.
During the pregame, I saw them talking about like they might as well just like
douche
shut down. They might as well just shut down like Nick Kurtz and Shea for the season since the season's basically done. I mean, make sure they're healthy for next year.
I agree. I think that everybody worth a damn should be shut down. Obviously, Shea's done for the year. I think Kurtz, don't bring him back. I think they should shut Jacob Wilson down too. That's something that I'm really worried about. Like, why are we wasting time still playing him at shortstop? The team is out of it, and I know he has tons of lingering issues when it comes to his shoulder and plenty of other things that they've talked about when it comes to getting he needs to get surgery. So it would piss me off if the A's delay that so we can play in these meaningless games where the A's are 26, 27 games under 500 right now, and then it lingers into spring training next year, and then he's not 100% by the time the season starts. Is Junior
Well,
Camino, 35 bombs on the year. What a stud.
I will say that I'd love to be able to avoid seeing 100-loss season now, but
They're going to lose 100 games in Rich, in my opinion. Hernandez, that dude has not been called up. And all the turmoil, all the roster turnover, Mia, that that the A's have gone through since guys started getting hurt. Hernandez has not gotten called up. What's his name that we just DFA'd yesterday? He got called up before Hernandez did. So I think your boy's cooked. And even then, he's not even hitting in AAA right now. I know you love him, but I think he's cooked, Twin. BBQ Slayer, you're right, man. You're right. I think we're cooked. Please don't win again. Let's get a top 3 pick. I agree. Tank is on. But the thing is, what happened? The A's get fucked in the lottery every year. So we're just going to suck ass, have a top 3 pick, and then fall to 8. Obviously, that's worked out. It's got us Jacob Wilson. It's gotten us Nick Kurtz. But I would like to just keep the pick for once. I would like to not fall when we have these odds. I know, Hobbs. 35.
pretty optimistic about Drew Burris. He seems to be really good. But
No, Drew Burris was awesome. And chat, if you guys didn't get a chance to catch the interview with Drew Burris on Port Report with Booney, that was a great interview right there. I'm really excited for the kid. He seems really driven. He seems like a great dude, great kid, great personality. And I'm really excited to follow his career and see him eventually make an impact for the A's here in Las Vegas. And I mean, shit, maybe even next year in Sacramento. Did I miss the Drizzy verse? Hey, not yet, JK. Not yet. My boy Jeff. Shout out Jeff Talks Feet. What's your favorite Drake song, Rich?
I don't do anything current. I am a rock fan. I mean, I'm not going to get into this because I know you guys, but
yeah, I like older music.
If it's not faith-based music, because you've heard over here that I'm a Christian and I like the faith-based music, but after that I like rock and roll.
And I get that. I grew up going to Catholic school. I went to mass like every Sunday, so I get it, man. Those hymns, man, they can go crazy. Be sitting there dabbing in the pews. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you, Bill. It's not looking good. Grenades wouldn't be in the outfield, Mia. Why does Mia like her? You should ask her. She just Mia, why do you like Hernandez, actually? Can we get out of this inning, please? He's only at 15 pitches, thankfully.
So I'll tell you what I got planned. I sent, like months ago, I sent Booney an email about the day that Bert Campaneris played all 9 positions in the game, and he hasn't had time to fit it in. So I'm going to put it in through the commercials.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely have some downtime between the commercials, especially if this game stinks. Like, we'll have time to talk about anything under the sun as we get a pop out from Mesa Jr., and that will take us to the bottom of the first inning. Going. My guy, Bill. We gotta get you on here one day, Bill. Both me and Rants are hotter than Hernandez. I agree. BBQ Slayer, this is why you're goated.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. There's something that's been only done 5 times in MLB history. Bert Campaneris with the A's on September 8th, 1965. Cesar Tovar with the Twins, September 22nd, 1968. Scott Sheldon with the Rangers, September 6th, 2008. Shane Halter with the Tigers, October 1st, 2000. And Andrew Romine on the Tigers, September 30th, 2017. They played all 9 defensive positions in one game. Each time was when the team was out of realistic contention and to sell tickets. The first, though, was our A's for one of Charlie Finley's promotional gimmicks. the day was advertised as Campy Campaneris Day at Municipal Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, and was against the California Angels. There isn't a whole lot on play-by-play from back then, so I had to do some digging to find out what I did. Next commercial break, I'll tell what happened in the first inning.
Hey, perfect. Something to look forward to, chat. Second time listener, where's Mia and Jeff? Elite duo just saying. Hey, shout out Maddie. Mia and Jeff, they will definitely be back at some point. Jeff loves his feet, and we're going to talk about that. But it is always a blast when we have Mia and Jeff on. So, Will, last week was a vibe. Even though the A's lost in heartbreaking fashion, we were kicking it. I love them.
I will tell you that Mia looks a whole lot better than me. So
don't sell yourself short, Rich.
I know you can't really see from here, but I'm like a hunchback. I've had 4 hip surgeries. I've had a broken knee.
Yeah,
all over the place. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have Tourette's. If you hear a noise like after a word sometimes, that's Tourette's.
Nah, you're good, bro.
Yeah. You see how one of my shoulders is slumped compared to the other one?
No, I get that.
Yeah.
You can't. If you wouldn't have pointed it out, I would have not noticed for sure.
I work my ass off. I work my butt. I work hard.
You got a job, Rich, right now?
That's so different for me to say a word, but that came out.
Hey, man, it's Rants Live. You just let it fly, you know?
Yep.
I'm at work. What have I missed? You missed me sing Up All Night by Drake featuring Nicki Minaj. That's what you missed, Jeff. I wish women glazed me as much as A's fans glazed Mia Sanchez for being attractive. Nah, shout out Mia. That's my homie. As much as I like to rag on her for everything. She's like a sister to me.
As I said, us A's fans are like family.
No, for sure. We got to stick together, especially through the times like this, the turmoil, especially with their unrest in the fan base right now. Let's go, Unk. And he flies out. Jeff McNeil just fly out for you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Jeff McNeil's been kind of hot lately.
Yeah, that huge hit against the Red Sox helped us complete that comeback and get the series dub.
Yeah.
Kevin Cash. Shit, he's already been here 12 years. I like Kevin Cash.
You ever notice that with the Tampa Bay, the year that they took Devil out of their name, they all of a sudden became good, and that same year they took Devil out of their name, they went to the World Series.
Yeah, that is true. I do kind of miss the Devil part because those jerseys were sick.
I mean, technically they were only talking about a fish, but
that's true. I mean, actually, speaking of like my hats, I do have like a Devil Rays hat. It's pretty sick.
Nice.
No, these colors are dope. ERA leaders in the AL. Yeah, Nick Martinez a 2.65. Drew Rasmussen. Dude, the Rays are just such a pitching factory.
For the first month and a half of the season with Cam Schlittler, I didn't see the L.
We let him get away with one. He should have gotten an L.
No, I mean, I didn't see the L.
Oh, in his name.
L in his name.
No, I see what you're saying for sure.
Yep.
As our boy strikes out, I love Zach Geloff. I'm so glad he's back. Please don't get hurt.
He did good yesterday, too.
Yeah, he hit a home. I fell asleep when it was 2-1. Woke up, saw Geloff hit a homer, but then I saw the A's also gave up 8 in the 8th inning and lost 10-6.
If it weren't for that dang bullpen.
Hey, Rich, what size shoe do you wear?
13 wide.
Oh, I'm a wide foot too. I'm like 10 and a half wide.
Oh. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, don't grow old.
How we doing tonight, chat? It's not off to the best start, but it's a start. Oh hell yeah, dude! Those are like the Air Force Ones.
These are New Balance.
I fuck with that New Balance.
For me, I need comfort. That's what I need.
No, I agree with that. I've never been like a big shoe guy.
Plus, these are non-slip, and I need that for work. I work at a McDonald's. I work on a lot of wet floors.
I bet. How long you been working at McDonald's for?
Oh, since 2017.
Hey, shout out BBQ Slayer. It's a big ass foot. You like almost Shaquille O'Neal. You like a chef or something?
I clean the lobby.
That's cool. You get free food?
They don't want me handling food.
That's fair.
All right. So, going back to Campy here. In the top of the first, Campy started at his regular position of shortstop. The top of the inning was pretty uneventful for him as nothing was hit his way. In the bottom of the first, he led off with a walk, stole second. He was sacrificed to third on a bunt by Jose Tartable and scored on a double by Ed Charles. Following this inning, Angel starter Dean Chance retired 15 straight A's batters down.
That's crazy.
You know, we're still in the commercial. I'll do the second inning as a short one.
Yeah, go for it.
In the top of the second, Campy would trade positions with second baseman Wayne Causey. Ed Kirkpatrick singled with 2 outs, but was caught in a rundown between first and second, being tagged out by Campy.
Dang.
You know, I might as well squeeze in the third.
Yeah, crank it out.
In the top of the third, Campy would switch positions with third baseman Ed Charles, who would switch back in the fourth. Nothing was hit Campy's way at this inning. In the bottom of the third, all I could find was that he hit the ball into play but was out. We're back on the game now.
Yeah, we're chilling right now. Cedric Mullins. I used to love Cedric Mullins when he was on the O's. Nice play by Jay Willie. That was a tough bounce.
I can tell you're like a second ahead of me.
Oh, yeah, let me press the pause button.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That sounds good. Put the fries in the bag. Jokes. That's funny. Now, do you get
Actually, in 2000, mentioning fries, in 2019, I almost died.
Really?
I had acute pancreatitis.
Oh wow!
If I hadn't gone to the hospital within like a couple of weeks of when I went there, I wouldn't have survived the month.
Oh shit! Dude, I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yep, I haven't, and even though I smell fries every day, I don't have a need to have them. What I do, the one thing that is the big weakness though, the bacon.
Hey, bacon's good. I mean, I get that.
But McDonald's has a safe way of making the bacon. They cook it in the oven on like a elevated grid, so it's not cooking in the fat.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel a little bit better. Get like a bacon quarter during my break.
I mean, that sounds good. I mean, I assume working at McDonald's, you can like craft up like any conjunction of shit that you wanted, right?
Yeah. Well, what they allow you is a large sandwich or a 10-piece nugget or something like that, and
hey, those nuggets are good, man. I don't care how they're made. Those chicken McNuggets.
And they allow you a small fries, but instead, I talked to the owner, and I was like, I can't have fries anymore. Can I get one of the baked pies, and they were like, yeah. So I was like, so I get a baked pie, and and you're allowed a small drink. Although honestly, when I'm in the lobby cleaning, I hide a cup by the soda. We actually still have the soda machine in our one. So every once in a while, like today, I only snuck like one sip while I was at one like third of a small cup when I was out there. But sometimes I get along with it.
Yeah, you're going crazy over there.
Yeah, management don't care. So.
I doubt they care, dude. They're just trying to get their paycheck and go.
Yep.
No, that sounds like a vibe. McDonald's do be good. I like the Big Mac's pretty fire. Yandy Diaz back at it. No, this guy scares me.
Although I think that my favorite fast food place is Wendy's. I love the fact that they have baked potatoes.
Wendy's is meh. I don't think about getting it. We have them around me, but I just don't think to go there that often. Like if I'm gonna get fast food, I'll get like Taco Bell or something, which I haven't had in a couple months.
Yeah, Taco Bell's somewhat cheap, so I get that kind of regularly.
No, that's good. I like their quesadillas.
I used to love their beefy 5-layer burrito, like when it first came out, and they were like 89 cents.
Oh, I used to love that too.
Now they're like $4 or $5 each.
Nah, that's expensive. Like you could be spending a shit ton of money at Taco Bell.
I get a lot of like their spicy potato tacos and stuff like that.
Yeah, those are good. I like to add onions to everything.
I love the Baja Blast Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, you can't go on with that Baja Blast.
And if I don't have that, I like root. I'm a root beer guy.
Root beer is good.
I am so sad that our McDonald's has Dr. Pepper instead of root beer.
Yeah, that's kind of tragic. I can't lie.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't sound like you're having a Baja Blast over there.
No, Baja Blast is only at Taco Bell as far as the restaurants go.
No, yeah, it's good though. Yandy Diaz is third in hits in Rays history. Carl Crawford, Evan Longoria, Yandy Diaz, former A, Ben Zobrist. Remember when he was an A for half a year?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm ruining the fun for later. Shit.
When they first called up Evan Longoria, I thought of Eva Longoria.
Shout out Eva Longoria, she's hot.
I'm sure she is. I try not to pay attention to that. That's not good for me. But
that's valid. I mean, she's not someone I think about that much. She aight though. I think she was dating Tony Parker or married to Tony Parker at one point.
I couldn't tell you too much about the marriage thing. I don't pay that much attention. The one athlete marriage that I could think of like in the past 25, 30 years is the fact that Nomar Garcia-Parra, who is married to Mia Hamm.
Who's Mia Hamm?
She was a female soccer player. She won like the gold for
nice play, Balte.
For like the what is it, the World Cup for US, like 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's completely out of my wheelhouse. That's dope though. Shout out Nomar, former A.
Yep. You know that Nomar
Facts, Dad Pool. I feel like people wouldn't really notice how great of a career. I feel like if you read off Yandy Diaz's career numbers, I feel like a lot of people would be shocked as to like how good they are. Sorry, what were we saying, Rich?
No, Nomar. Actually, there's something interesting with him. His father's name is Ramon, so Nomar is his middle name, and they just reversed his father's name.
Wait, that's cool.
His first name was Anthony Nomar Garcia-Parra.
Wait, I didn't know that. That's actually cool.
See?
You locked in, Rich. I feel bad for him because he got traded halfway through that 04 Red Sox season.
Yep. Okay. In the fifth, Campy moved to center field as Jim Landis moved to right field and Tartable moved back to left field. Oh wait, no, did I might have. No, I did skip. I skipped the fourth inning. In the top of the fourth, Campy switched to left field as Jose Tartable moved to right field. Campy caught a fly ball hit by Jose Cardinal, who just happens to be Campy's first cousin.
That's some lore right there.
Yep. The Angels would tie up the game in that inning, though, to make it 1-1. I got to do the fifth inning here since I already started it. In the fifth, Campy moved to center field as Jim Landis moved to right field and Tartable moved back to left field. Nothing was hit to Campy in this inning. Well, we got the game on, so I'll hit the sixth when the next commercial. I got to remember. No, I'll just have that at the top of my screen. All right.
It sounds good. Let's see. It's got Carlos Cortez up to bat. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of him lately. Number 26.
Our best relief pitcher.
That's true. Honestly, I trust Cortez to get an out more than half the guys in this bullpen. So, be sure y'all chat to after this. If you didn't catch the pregame, Sam from Straight A's 123, where stats meet instinct. He had a little short episode for his pod breaking down giving out basically a whole report card on David Forst's tenure with the A's, and I was able to catch most of it before we got on here. But really great episode, and y'all should definitely check it out before or after the show.
Oh, I'll check it out tomorrow after we get done here. I got to knock off.
No, for sure. I mean, I'm going to bed after this too because I got to work at like 7:30 in the morning. So.
Well, I'm off tomorrow. That's why I made sure to have it on a Tuesday night on the West Coast. But
of course.
Like 9:00 a.m. I'm getting a ride from a friend at church, and we're going to have a breakfast kind of Bible study over at some restaurant and place called Elizabeth in New Jersey.
Challenge that, man. Whatever. That should be fun. Get an omelet.
Oh yeah, I love omelets. Love them.
Omelets are pretty good.
I'm hoping they're thinking of like a diner. That would be awesome. New Jersey used to be the diner capital of the U.S. That used to have diners all over the place in the state.
No, I get that. I've been to a couple diners up in Jersey, just being around that area. I have a lot of family up there. Went to a family reunion, so naturally got to try some diners up there. Pretty good. Lawrence Butler up to the plate. Come on, 4.
Unfortunately, everything costs a ton now.
Yeah, it sucks.
Basically when the pandemic started, everything started to go up and it hadn't stopped.
Yeah, it's sucks how expensive things are getting, especially for someone my age that's like trying to make a living for myself.
Yeah,
I get it. Can you give some names as for who you want as new GM? I don't have any names specifically, but I do know that I want them to not hire within. I know a lot of people on this network and a lot of A's fans on like X and stuff, they feel similar to me. I want a new approach to things. I want us to not do how we've been doing things for the last 20 plus years. Let's get some fresh minds in here, somebody that's not related to the A's whatsoever, and let's try and build this thing back up because just like a different way of thinking, really. That's all I want. I am not keen enough to give you a specific name, but yeah, just somebody from like one of those type of organizations.
Heck, if I got a phone call, I'd be like, "Hey, I'll do it."
Yeah, I mean, you can probably do better than some of the shit that we've dealt with. But yeah, just completely new way of thinking. You go to those typical smart organizations, those ones that have been smartly run, like the Brewers. Like that's the team that you should model yourself after. That's So if
I
you
was kind
fired
of,
Force, fix.
I was kind of hoping that Scuba would have went to the Brewers, and that would have given them a heck of a 1-2 punch against the Dodgers. But,
Oh, it would have been nasty, but unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
you know, I'm just rooting against the Dodgers. Rooting against the Dodgers.
Uh,
I've surprised some Yankee fans that I know when I tell them that, you know what, if it's the Yankees Dodgers World Series, go Yankees, and they're like,
I'd probably root for the Yankees because my dad's a Yankees fan, so I don't like hate them as much as most people do. So like if they won, it would really be like whatever to me. A lot of food talk tonight, making me hungry. Wish the A's were hungry for a win. You're right, Maddie. Has not been a lot of wins lately, unfortunately. There's no way Kotze stays with team after this season if we hire a GM this offseason. I'd be fine with that, but I also don't know who they would get. Another thing I would like them to do is not hire from within. If they're gonna blow up anything on the managerial side, whether it comes to Kotze, they already blew out Forrest, somebody that's not associated with the organization. Get somebody else in there. It's the whole thing's like tiresome. I don't know if that will change the spending at least for now or just how things are run, but I don't want it to feel like we're walking in mud. I definitely do not want Bob Melvin back. I know there are some A's fans who want that, but I'm good on that. Like we can chill on the Bob Melvin and the Bob Melvin coaching tree. It's time for like a fresh start. Dodgers World Series means no baseball next year would be my dream as an A's fan. Yeah. I mean, honestly, because say there's a full 162, I don't see next year being much different than this year. I don't think like now we're not going to see Wei and Lin, who I was really hoping would step into that role, be a part of the major league club next year. But now that he has Tommy John, he's not going to be a part of that. We'll have JT again, who has been great. We'll have Gage Jump. Those will be like your top two guys. Severino will probably be back because we're paying that guy a fuck ton of money.
if Jacob Lopez could be like he's been.
If Jacob Lopez, I admittedly kind of waned off on him, but he's been pitching pretty well. So hopefully he can keep that up. Pitched great last night from what the stat line I saw.
Yeah, we can't really entice any free agent pitching, particularly until we get into the dome.
I think you're still gonna have to pay a lot for pitching.
Well, there's a controlled environment there, so
Hopefully they do something to make it not just so like just crazy out there. They're saying I think the elevation is what between Chase Field and Coors.
Yeah, but since it's a dome, they can control the environment inside somewhat.
They should, hopefully, because I don't want us to be like the Rockies.
Oh, yeah. As I told you, Rance, I lived in Colorado for like 9 years. I went to a few Rockies games, and yeah, my last summer out in Colorado, one of my former coworkers, he treated me to a Rockies A's game, and it was just like a couple of weeks after my birthday, and we had a comeback win. We had a comeback win.
That's awesome. How long ago was this?
This was in 2012. Bartolo Colon had the win.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Shout out to 2012 A's.
Yep.
Junior's up to the plate again. Don't let him go deep, please. Let's go, Mason. No, Colorado's at the top of my bucket list as far as stadiums to go to. I know they play a weekend series next April in Colorado, so I'm going to try and go to that if possible.
Colorado is a nice environment. It is. I mean, it's definitely an offensive ballpark. I find it amazing that Hideo Nomo had a no-hitter at Coors Field. But
yeah, that is nuts.
It was like a rainy kind of day, so that probably had some effect on the.
It definitely helped out with the elevation and stuff.
Yeah.
Colorado seems nice. My friends like to go skiing out there and snowboarding. They like plan a big trip. Most of my friend group goes like once a year, and they have a blast. So
If I were to go skiing, you might as well just reserve the hospital room.
I'd break my leg if I went skiing for sure. 3-1 count to Junior. Let's go, Mason. Let's get out of this. No, I don't have the coordination to do that.
I could barely walk nowadays.
Relatable. Right down the dick. Let's go, Mason.
I tell my MD that by the time I'm 62, I'll probably need a cane.
Damn.
My body's a little bit messed up.
It happens. You go through it. That's life, unfortunately. 30 homer seasons for the Tampa Bay Rays, Junior. You know what would be a cool jersey to get? A Tampa Bay Giants jersey. Guys, there's like concepts of when they almost moved there in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you never know. They might have made a few kinds like that, but
I might have to get them to make it. I might have to get somebody to make a custom Tampa Bay Giants jersey one day. That'd be pretty sick.
So I showed Rance this shirt earlier. Anybody from Oakland recognize this shirt?
The last call at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Not sick. Shout out the
Got it
Coliseum,
on Amazon. I'd like to say that I went to Coliseum and got it, but no, I got it on Amazon.
Hey, it's a cool shirt.
Yeah. I felt I had to get it. Once I saw it, I was like, yep, gotta.
Nah, it's dope. Liam Hicks. 282, 15 bombs. Look at that. Look at this hitting catcher going crazy. Got better numbers than Shea. We got 2 on, no outs in the top of the third here for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
Let's go, Mason. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about this. I already forgot what I said my score would be. Actually, I don't even think I picked the score.
You chose Tampa Bay to win.
Oh, I know I chose them to win. I don't think I picked the score though.
Yeah.
And that's a wild pitch bounced off Jonah's leg, and now we got second and third with no outs. 44 pitches for Mason Barnett tonight. Chat. Rance, can we get a rally hat when we get up to the plate next inning? Yeah. Jeff, I got you. Y'all chat. Y'all need to join Asylum's Reels if you come in. Funniest chat ever. That's what I'm saying. Wild pitch. This is unfortunate. Look at Sevy in the background. Probably happy he doesn't have to pitch here.
Ooh. We got the lead guy out.
I'll take it. That was kind of stupid to take off at home like that, but
sometimes you just have an instinct, and that's probably what happened.
What's good, brother? Autistic athletics fan. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming by. Thank you for all 26 of you in the chat right now, chilling, watching the A's with us. I know it's kind of rough. The season's kind of over with, but you know, we still brought together by A's baseball. And if you're still here, like Hobbs says, you know, you're a diehard. So come on, chat. Chat, how you guys feeling? How you guys feeling tonight? Just about life? How you guys feeling about the game? 307. Kind of want to Taco Bell quesadilla, low key.
Yep.
Not even watching the game. Not missing much, honestly. We're losing 2-0. That was a nice pitch by Mason, though. I'm just eating crayons watching you. What kind? Are you in the blue one? I heard it tastes like blueberries. I'm a diehard A's fan praying that I will in fact die hard. It makes you want to die sometimes, honestly. That's gonna bring a run in. 3-0. Wait, check the home. Check home. I think he definitely got there in time, but
Well, I just saw the added second. I was guessing that he would probably get. Maybe did he get in time? Was
the
that
red
because that
crayon
was
does taste the best.
yeah? There was a because that third run was a sac fly, wasn't it? So
No, there was just second out. Then he threw it in and got doubled up at second. But I
okay,
think the guy at third, the guy who was at third, scored beforehand.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in the. If you want to continue your thing about Burt, you're in the fifth. They were in the sixth inning. You can just ride it out. You can just finish the last 4 innings. So
All right, all right. Landis would move back to center field as Campy moved to right field in the sixth inning. Future MLB manager Jim Fregosi hit a fly ball that popped out of Campy's glove. Must not have been a routine play, causing an error that plated a second Angels run, making it 2-1 California. Campy struck out in the bottom of the sixth. In the seventh, Campy switched to first base, replacing Randy Schwartz. He caught a pop-up that stranded runners on second and third. In the eighth inning, Campy pitched, and he actually switched pitched, throwing lefty to left-handed batters and he replaced Jim Dixon, becoming the fourth A's pitcher of the game. Jose Cardinal popped out to second base. Campy then struggled to find the plate, walking Albie Pearson, who was left-handed, and Jim Fregosi on a 2-0 count. Joe Adcock singled. I think Joe Adcock was actually I don't know if he was a Hall of Famer, but he was a really good player.
mm-hmm.
He singled, driving in Pearson, making it 3-1. Campy would then strike out Bobby Knoop and catcher Billy Bryan. He threw out Fregosi on a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Mm-hmm.
Campy would have a career ERA of 9 and a K, as this was his only MLB pitching appearance. In the bottom of the inning, Campy made an out on a ball put into play. Okay, the ninth inning gets really interesting here. The ninth inning, Campy switched the catcher, replacing Billy Bryan. With runners on the corners and 1 out, Dean Chance struck out. And there was a double steal attempt. I can imagine it happened yesterday during a game, how the guy stopped heading towards second and the A's run scored. Remember that?
Yeah.
I can imagine it like that, but the second baseman threw the ball to Campy, and Ed Kirkpatrick was running home. He saw that his only chance was to collide with Campy. Campy held onto the ball, and Kirkpatrick was out. Campy was injured on the play, though, and missed 5 games due to neck and left shoulder problems.
Oh, wow.
He would be replaced by another future manager, Renee Latchman. The A's would score 2 runs in the ninth, tying it up 3-3, but they would go on to lose 5-3 in 13 innings.
That sucks.
There were definitely some exciting plays in this game. The A's used 24 players in this game, 8 being pitchers. The attendance was 21,576. The next day, the same 2 teams played, and the attendance was 1,271. So I guess that whole Campy Campaneris Day helped to sell tickets there.
No, that's cool. Did you write that entire thing yourself?
Yep, by stuff that I gathered, yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
by the way, on the day after Campy's deal there, at Dodger Stadium on 9/9/65,
That's
Sandy
Donovan
Koufax.
Wong's the first hit of the game. Sorry.
Nice. That's always important to me. I don't want to know.
No, yeah, we're chilling now, at least for the night. That's what are you saying about Sandy Koufax?
Speaking of that, on 9/9/65 at Dodger Stadium, Sandy Koufax pitched the perfect game, beating the Cubs 1-0. Sandy's opposing pitcher, Bob Hendley, threw a one-hitter. The only hit was a double by left fielder Lou Johnson, who then stole third and scored on a ball in the right side of the infield by Ron Fairley in the 5th inning. What a pitching matchup that was, huh?
No, that's crazy.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
That was very interesting.
I found that very interesting, and honestly, if Booney wants, I can make a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I looked into seeing how hard it is to like look up like different things on like one season at a time, and it's not that hard.
Yeah, Pro Baseball Reference is great for stuff like that.
I mean, I could make some interesting stuff. I don't remember who it was, but for instance, I looked at 1902 just randomly. There is an A's pitcher who had a 17-inning win, complete game, 17 innings.
No, it's fun. If you go and look back at just the old-timey box scores and just old-timey like season stats, like these guys had so many more complete games. They had so many more starts. It was just a different time.
Complete games are obsolete now.
Yeah, it's really It's a really impressive feat when those happen.
They're very, very rare.
Oh, for sure. I don't even know the last time the A's had a complete game. Was that I don't think it was Bassett, was it, against the Angels? I think we've had one since. We've had to have one since. Bassett had a complete game shutout in the COVID season, I think. Or was it 21 as grind out? At least we're not getting no hit.
Yep. So by the way, I mean,
Thanks for dropping knowledge.
I didn't complete my immaculate grid, but you know the immaculate grid thing on the game on MLB.
Yeah.
I mean, today's was like, I think the line was A's and first baseman. You can put Bert Campaneris for any position, and it'll come up, and you get like 1 or 2%.
No, that's actually really smart.
Yep, I did that.
No, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you like can steal one with that. I don't really play Immaculate Grid baseball. I play like the football one sometimes when I feel like thinking. Yep. I kind of go crazy in that one, but my baseball one is probably not as good.
Yep.
Let's see. So we're going to the top of the 4th, chat.
Yep.
Hopefully we can win this game.
We're just a couple of innings from our favorite game.
Oh yeah, I bet I know for a fact you've got so many A's and Rays players off the top of the dome right now.
Oh yeah,
you're about to wipe the floor. I'm ready for it.
No, we're not. I mean, it's not a competition. It's just.
Oh no, it's definitely not. It's not a competition at all. I just know you're about to go crazy on this. Even waiting for this one.
I will tell you this one. There are no Philadelphia or Kansas City A's on this one. Boom, boom.
Damn. I mean, that makes sense. I doubt there was any. Yeah, there's definitely not even a Kansas City A left in the league by the time the Rays became a team. They would have this coming from 67. If someone on the 1967 A's would have had to play like 20-something years.
From when, you know how I actually when I first heard of the Bert Campaneris nine position deal, it was actually when I was listening to it when I was watching a Yankee game when like in 1983, I think it was, because I'm thinking of the Bert Campaneris Yankee baseball card. So it was 84, so it'll be 83, and they mentioned that like Phil Rizzuto and Bill White mentioned that during a Yankee game.
That's cool.
Yep.
The fly out to Bolte.
Phil Rizzuto, a heck of a guy. Phil Rizzuto, actually, I don't know which nursing home, but Phil Rizzuto passed away in a nursing home here in West Orange.
Oh, dang. That's sad. Bills fan here. Who's your guys' favorite NFL team? I'm a Raiders fan, unfortunately.
Go Saints. Who dat nation?
Hey, shout out the Saints. Shout out the Dome Patrol.
Tyler Shuck this year, baby.
Oh, yeah. My wife is going to play 9 positions tonight.
I tell you, the person I think would have the best chance of 9 positions on our team now, Geloff.
It's Geloff, and it's not even close. I mean, the guy's already played. I don't think he's ever played first, but he obviously could. He's played second. He's played short. He's played third. He's played all the outfield. Geloff's a man. He's my favorite player on the team. I love Zach Geloff.
I just hope they don't plan on doing a 9-inning thing when we're out of it in September, so because I don't want him having the same deal as Campy had.
No, we're done with that gimmick shit.
Yep.
We're not doing that.
Charlie Finley had a whole lot of gimmicks. He did.
A lot of guys had gimmicks back then. Like, I know, like, you were here when I was talking about the St. Louis Browns that one day. Like, Bill V had a lot of gimmicks, too.
Oh, okay. So, one time when Charlie Finley was in the parking lot at the Coliseum, I hope I'm not offending anybody when I say this, but he saw this black boy playing around in the parking lot, and he was like, he looks like a little Hank Aaron, so he called him Little Hammer.
Wow.
You know who that was?
Like MC Hammer? Isn't that how
Yep.
I mean, I know MC Hammer was the A's bat boy or ball boy or something in like the 70s, right?
He had an executive position with him and later on too.
I didn't know that's how Hank Aaron. I mean, I didn't know that's how MC Hammer got his nickname.
He got it from Charlie Finley.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And there's a couple other famous people that actually worked at the Coliseum.
I know Tom Hanks did.
Yes, Tom Hanks was a vendor. I think he was a popcorn vendor, I think. I might be off on that.
I think it was a hot dog vendor because I remember during the COVID season, they had this cardboard pop-up of Tom Hanks behind home plate.
And one of the ball girls, she was a good baker. And she
I know who you're talking about. I couldn't tell you the name off the top of her head, though.
She would bring baked goods to the people on the team, and they're all like, "This is really good." Mrs. Fields.
I know Mrs. Fields. Yeah, her baked goods are good.
Yeah.
All right, to watch A's baseball in 50% of the games, we are out of it by the 4th inning. Yeah, we're just cruising to the end of the season at this point. I don't think anybody gives a shit, honestly. Like, the players don't care. Nobody cares.
You know what I love about the history, though?
What?
History will never surprise you and disappoint you. Like anything. Oh, another one.
You know what just disappointed me, though? Their 9-hitter hitting a 2-run shot.
Yeah. But
his first homer.
I mean, anything in the history, it's not going to surprise you and disappoint you, and I enjoy that. As you guys learned on the All-Star Game one, I love American history. I know a lot of that.
No, American history is cool.
Yep, and I've definitely studied up on a lot of baseball history too. Huh?
No, that's neat.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cool history, regardless of like what your like your niche is, like whatever, whether it's like a specific time period in history, whether it's a specific sport. Yandy does it to us again, dude. Dude, that
Oh,
was just like the swing and the wild card game too. Literally swinging, leaning over, dude. I can't stand this guy.
you know what I heard during.
Fuck.
I can't remember where I heard it, but Bob Euchre. Bob Euchre could make a blowout game interesting to stick around with because he would be comical and tell stories and he would be able to make it interesting to continue watching a blowout game.
Yeah, it's like Vince Scully.
Bob Euchre was hilarious.
Yeah, I never got to listen to him.
You ever see the WrestleMania moment where Andre the Giant was choking him out?
Nah, I'm not a big wrestling guy, honestly.
That's a moment though. I mean, just for that moment, like later on, Rants, like check out on YouTube. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Andre choking out Bob Euchre. It's hilarious.
Y'all look it up. 61 pitches. Yeah, this shit just got out of hand really fast. Just when I was thinking, besides that one inning, Mason has not been that bad. But now it's 6-0 Rays. This is kind of a shit show, honestly. Now, who do you think is the most underrated ace player of all time?
Ooh.
Somebody who doesn't get the recognition that they deserve, or probably should be talked about more. I don't know if this is a good answer or not, but my answer is always Terry Steinbach. I love Terry.
Terry was the last catcher to be voted in as the All-Star starter before Shea.
Yeah, I think Terry won the All-Star Game MVP too, right? Like 1988. Was it 87? 87. It was one of the late 80s. I know 87 the game was in Oakland, and that he didn't win it that year.
You know who I really liked from that team too? That's probably a little bit underrated.
Who?
Carney Lansford.
Yeah, Carney Lansford. I feel like, do people not consider him like a? Actually, I would say yeah, Carney. I wonder how Jenny's doing tonight. I'm sure she's doing great.
Oh, last night Jenny wasn't doing the announcing, so she might not be today either. But
yeah, McGuire and Canseco very underrated. Well, yeah.
Underrated.
Sorry, my volume came on. It's Chris Carey tonight. Love Chris Carey.
Like I said, I never associated Chris Carey with the famous Carey sportscaster family until the Cardinal series.
Yeah, when they had him and his brother do a game, I didn't get to hear it because I was doing this that night. But that was really cool that they did that, having him and his brother call a game together. This might be the coolest moment of the season. There's not many of them. Mark Ellis, that's a great pick too.
Oh yeah, I love Mark Ellis. He was awesome.
Mark Ellis is very underrated. Who else?
I remember in the 2001 series, the one that we had Ray Durham. What was that, 2001 or 2002? 2001, I think.
Yeah.
Ray Durham apparently was so mad at like Mark Ellis, like dancing around, like trying to mess with the other team at second base because he said it distracted him. Ray Durham, you got to get used to it. Come on.
Yeah, cry about it, man. Hey, you got this Burger King commercial?
Huh?
You got a Burger King commercial?
I got the no taxes, no fees. T-Mobile.
Dang. Now, since you work at McDonald's, is there like a pack like we don't eat at Burger King?
Oh heck no!
Bur-
I actually like Burger King's patties for the most part because they're flame grilled.
Shit, it sounds like you should get a new job over there. You're like a trader to Mickey D's.
No, I have it set where I can have my Sundays off, so I'm happy with
Oh,
that.
no, that's the best way it should be.
I like to have my entire day for open for church, and I mean, do I watch sports and stuff like that? Yeah, but I like to have the entire day open for church.
Oh yeah, day of rest. We need to shut Rants Live down until next year. We need to shut this team down, Asher. Like, this team doesn't give a shit. Let's go Geloff. Geloff pops up. This is unfortunate. Aw. Rants Live will be back next year, chat. And I promise you next year on Rants Live, we're gonna finish with a winning record on this show. Right now, the best we can go is 10 and 11. We're not gonna go 10 and 11. But we're gonna try. Not gonna win tonight. That's for sure. So 9 and 12. Let's go 9 and 12. We're like an NFL team that's like starting to get their bearings. Like we're a couple games under 500, but we'll figure it out. We'll hit our stride. We want Mia to jump on and change the vibes. Mia went to sleep probably. He's definitely asleep right now. Honestly, I like to rag on her for falling asleep during every A's game, but I can't even blame her tonight.
So what's the only thing that's really embarrassing about the Kansas City A's? The fact that when
they sucked.
Yes, but you know why we sucked?
Because we traded everybody to the Yankees.
Because like the owner, the GM of the GM of the A's was like this with the Yankees.
Yeah, that's why we gave him Roger Maris for peanuts.
Yep. I mean, they would get our good players and give us the older, washed up players.
Yeah, that's why they're horrible.
Like
cool jerseys though.
Like I remember seeing one time that we got their second baseman, that former future manager Billy Martin. We got him in a trade when he was like in his 30s.
Yeah, they just gave him shit.
Yeah. Billy Martin was hilarious though.
No, he was. I mean, I've seen a lot of old clips of him. I've heard stories from both A's and Yankees players talking about Billy Martin, and this guy seemed like a trip. That was a nice play. Unfortunately, he's gimpy though. I feel like a lot of people don't realize, or like that the A's like switched to green and gold in Kansas City. They didn't change to that in Oakland.
Well, as you can see from this hat, there's green. I don't see any gold though. It's white.
They had gold.
Is the top of the hat? That might be yellow there.
I can't tell from the light, but I do know like the late.
Oh yeah, the top of the hat, that is yellow. Yeah, I didn't even notice that until now.
There we go. 4. We're back in it, boys.
Nice.
Let's go, chat. Let's go, Lob. Let's go 4. Let's go, Law Dog. No, but the A's, they had gold. They were green and gold from like 63 through like 67 in Kansas City before they moved to Oakland. It's a shame Kyler Murray was named QB1 in Minnesota. Could be a huge asset. I agree. I think that kind of settles it, guys. I don't think Kyler Murray is going to be playing baseball for us.
Maybe we got to switch it to double Philly.
Oh, yeah. Shout out the 1929 A's. Greatest team of all time. Bring back jumping jacks. We should. If it gets close, we might have to bring it back, Asher. Let's go. I'm happy for 4, man. If he can win us some games. Jonah Heim? Heim time? Fuck, dude, I thought that was gone. The cameraman kind of cucked us there.
Yeah, you know what though? I am. If the hitters can like ignite together, I'm looking forward to the offense next year. Hopefully,
Yeah, if they can get healthy, it's just the pitching. Like,
because JKG he was looking good.
yeah, I don't think this team being healthy would have helped. Because if even before the guys got hurt,
Yeah,
they would still go through like random spurts of just shit. Like there would be games like I feel like every second or third day the team just wouldn't hit, which is why they were what they were. And then they got hurt, and then the pitching just completely fell off a rail because they got hurt too, and they just didn't have the depth to deal with it, which is why we see ourselves sitting at what, like 47-72, whatever the record is right now. They're gonna finish with more losses than last year. They was 76-86 last year. They're gonna lose more than 14 games. I mean, this is the second game of they still got 6 more games against the Rays. They gotta go there. Still, the ALS is meh, but no, they have a rough schedule ahead. It's very disappointing.
are you seeing like this commercial with all the old former stuff going on with the baseball stuff there, or no?
No,
The ballpark expedition.
I got a National Geographic commercial right now.
They had a part of that baseball commercial. They had the waterfalls in Kansas City. That is so awesome to me. I love that.
That's dope. No, I had a National Geographic commercial. Let's get back to the top of the 5th here. Nonprofit partner of the game, California Fly Fishers Unlimited. Shout out the California Fly Fishers.
My stepdad loves to go deep sea fishing.
That's cool. Sounds kind of scary though.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fishing, but
I've never gotten into fishing. I'm too impatient.
I tell you though, I love a good fish, like baked, like the fillets baked. I'm not big on like the crustaceans and mollusks.
What about the McDonald's filet of fish?
The McDonald's filet of fish, I mean, potluck is okay, but I mean it's like processed and it's deep fried.
Dog, it's everything processed from there. Keep it a buck. Like, is everything frozen? Is anything fresh from McDonald's?
The quarter pounders are never frozen now.
Okay, but like, if I want to get like the freshest thing possible at McDonald's, what should I get for the people listening?
To me, my go-to is usually the quarter pounder. I will get like the spicy crispy chicken sandwich sometimes. I'll get whenever they have something new and special, like when they had the big arch. Oh man, those things were filling beyond belief. Those things were.
That looked good. Okay, I have another question for you. Since you worked at McDonald's for like 8 years, is there something that you wouldn't eat now, knowing how it's made? Like, is there something that like the average person would be disgusted with how it was made at McDonald's?
I honestly don't see anything like that. I mean, maybe it's just the fact that the people at my job, I think that they do a really good job. But I mean, I've heard that at some McDonald's, the filet of fishes don't sell too well. So they kind of sit for a while, but not at ours. They fly at ours.
That's good. But like, there's nothing that's like made disgustingly there.
Well,
nice strikeout.
Okay. If you're going with personal taste, I don't like tomatoes. The texture is weird. I do not like mayo.
I love mayo actually.
If I'm making myself a tuna fish sandwich at home, which I hardly do, but I use like ranch.
All right, Ranch is good. You're a true patriot right there. My
I
ex
don't.
had a big arch. Deadpool.
Big arches were awesome.
Deadpool. That's crazy, man.
Since I worked there, I mean, and it didn't cost me anything during my lunch break. I would sometimes just like purposely say, take one of the quarter pounders off because it's just too much.
Damn. No, you have to ask him to cook shit specifically. Like sometimes I be getting the chicken McNuggets, and I'm like I kind of wish he was a little more crispy. Can you ask it like to do
You,
them like
you
well
can
done?
you can request that kind of thing. It might take you a little bit longer to get it.
That's fine. I got time. I'm a bum.
You know, you can definitely request stuff. You know, my favorite thing to do is, and it would be harder to do it as a customer, but
What?
like during the season when they have the Shamrock Shake,
Oh yeah, dude, those are fire.
I like to make my shake half Shamrock, half chocolate.
Oh damn, sounds kind of gas.
For to do that yourself, you'd probably have to buy two and have a separate cup. And but I don't even bother with the whipped cream on it.
Hell nah. Let's see it fly out. Damn, that just dropped perfectly.
Yeah, that was no problem on the defense there. That was just like the perfect drop.
Yeah, not gonna blame him for that. Let's just not let it spiral, and let's get out of this inning
And
and
that
not
was
make it any
apparently a
worse.
good pitch too, because he just barely got a hold of it.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That was just a good at bat.
For sure.
You know who's the most annoying guy for being a fan of the other team? You know who's the most annoying guy on the Rays for me? The
Who?
guy on the list there, Chandler Simpson. Oh, he's annoying.
I
He's
mean,
just so fast.
more annoying than Yandy. I feel like as an A's fan, I can't find anybody less annoying, like more annoying than Yandy Diaz on this team. Just for what he's done to us, what he's
Yeah,
subjected us to in the
but
wild card game, and just last night.
that speed is just.
Uh
Although you know who my least my I won't even say least favorite. My most hated guy on any team right now,
oh. Who?
Josh Naylor. I hate him.
Why?
He's a pain in the butt. Like trying
Is
to be tricky with the signs at second base. Even if it means nothing, it's just.
he kind of sucks this year because I drafted him to be on my fantasy team and he just sucked. Like I feel he's been awful. A lot of those Mariners guys have been really disappointing.
Oh, that's always good, but their pitching can carry them. Even though they traded one of them to the White Sox, that starting pitching is just.
Castillo, yeah, I mean they've kind of fallen off a bit. They're like what 7, 8 games under 500 right now. I don't know if they won tonight, but
I remember when with Mason Miller's debut, he was facing Bryce Miller,
I wear Puma socks. I wear Nike socks.
and Mason and Bryce, both Millers, they had like this crazy good game that for Mason's first game.
Hey, Rich, what kind of socks do you wear?
I don't really deal with name brand. I don't know if that's what you mean, but
They're just like any socks. Like you just like a white sock guy.
yeah, I got as I showed you before, I got big feet. I gotta buy like size 13 socks. So
Shit.
mine costs a tiny bit more than not a whole lot more, but a tiny bit more.
Yeah, Dadpool. Unfortunately, I think that we are going to deal with one of those 2-out spirals here. 2-2 count, though, to Cedric Mullins. Let's get out of this. Here we go. The pitch from Basso. And they're slow, full count. Chat. Not looking good. At least make this competitive. The last 3 weeks of Rants Live have actually been like good games. They just fall short in them. This game's been kind of ass.
I love those 2 games in Boston. That was awesome.
Those were sick. It was nice seeing them actually get the big hit for once. A's don't win a series for 2 months, and then way to go, Basso. They take 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox in Boston, the hottest team in the league right now. Hadn't lost a series in a month. The Red Sox had won 9 straight series, which was the most they had done. They had won in a row since like 1912. A's 12 straight series losses, most series losses in a row since 1916. So we're talking about World War I right now, and the A's go back and they both get snapped. That's why baseball is undefeated. Like, who would have thought that the A's would have gone in there and taken 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox, especially after that first game on Friday when they lost 13-1. Shout out Rob, host of All on Green, who was at that game and just wants them to get their ass kicked.
Oh, so I was thinking, like, how I told you that I love the history thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking randomly if Booney wanted to have like a show, what do you think of like the name A's in History? Like kind of like the report card, but not
A's in History. That's not bad.
Yep.
But like, what if you wanted to branch out and talk about like more than just the A's? Like, well, it's an A's network, so actually you would probably primarily focus on A's history.
I would be able to, like, I was thinking that if he were to want me to do that, and
kind of sounds like Asian history. So that's what Joe Kuhnel 47 said. Sounds like Asian history.
I was thinking that if he wanted to do that, I would be totally willing. I mean, as we see, I got something that could work, and you got the kinks worked out for me in the beginning there too.
Oh yeah.
And no, I would be able. I mean, my episodes wouldn't be long, but I mean, there would be good, like sometimes like 10-15 minutes, and if you really think about it, there's a lot of times that are interesting, like even like way back older stuff, and even if I had like an episode per year, I mean that's what 125 years there.
Oh yeah, I mean I can't speak for Booney, but I mean that's something you can do. You could reach out to him about, see what he has to say. I'm just giving him the
option. I'm not saying anything. I'm just giving.
Nah, I mean it's a good idea. Whatever.
I mean, obviously he's watching this, and if you think it's a good idea, Booney, up to you. No hurt feelings either way if you say no. But save me time of looking. But
no, for sure.
But
baseball history with Professor Rich. Yeah, you could be like the professor.
Can I have Mary Ann with me?
Go for it.
You remember Gilligan's Island, right?
I know of it. That's before my time. I think my parents might have watched it.
Well, I was figuring you might have caught some reruns of it, but
nah, I do know what it is though.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen too many reruns of like old show, like that era type show. I've seen some of like the Brady Bunch throughout the years. My sister got on like a fix about the Brady Bunch like 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh!
Like I couldn't tell you like anything about it though. I just know that there's like 9 of them. That was an uninspiring inning. End of the fifth.
End of the fifth.
Rich, it's your favorite time of the show. Chat, let's go and name our favorite players, or not just your favorite, just any players that played for both the Rays and the Athletics. We can start this one out with one of the Bash brothers. I will say Jose Canseco.
I will say that there's this might surprise some people, but I mean, given my faith and what we would actually need right now, I'll go with Chad Bradford.
Chad Bradford. Nice pull. I will say Emilio Pagan. That's my next one. What?
I'll pull another bullpen guy, Jim Messier.
Jim Messier. Let me pull Jace Peterson. I believe he was he a Ray? Who am I thinking of? Or Ben Zobrist.
You want another bullpen guy we could have?
Hey, go crazy.
Jason Isringhausen.
Let's see who else we got. I'm blanking right now. I had a whole list of guys I was thinking about earlier today. Now that the fact that we just got here,
I got another bullpen guy too.
Who?
Grant Balfour.
Yeah, he was a Ray. Ray.
How would we love to have those four right now, huh?
I'd kill to have those guys. Would be better than anybody that we got right now. Man, who else is there? Obviously, we traded for Yunel Escobar, but he didn't stay. I think he got like sent to the Nats or some shit.
Well, we got the current guys.
Yeah, we have Sam Fold. Yeah, he was a Ray, I'm pretty sure.
Ben Grieve.
Yeah.
Joe Kennedy.
Joe Kennedy. I had guys in my head all day today, and now that I'm like sitting here trying to like recite them, I'm just drawing a huge blank right now.
Another guy that was part of like a fourth guy in the rotation during the time of the Big Three, Corey Lytle.
Actually, Jeffrey Springs and Jacob Lopez. Yep. Jacob Lopez.
And whatchamacallit that we traded to them. Huh? Yep.
Who did we traded? What's his name? The guy from the catcher, Christian Bethancourt. He was a Ray. We traded him to the Rays.
Right. I was thinking of the pitcher that we traded for Springs, and what was his name?
The pitcher we traded for Springs. Who was that?
The pitcher that had like no control I think he had glasses.
All of them.
And he threw it fast, like everybody else.
Who did we trade for Springs? I'm drawing a blank right now. Derek Norris, Edwin Jackson. I feel like we could say him every week when we do this.
Stephen Vogt.
Yeah, Stephen Vogt was a Ray. Who else we got?
Carlos Pena.
Austin Wynns wasn't a Ray, was he?
Not sure.
I feel like we trade with those guys like every couple of years. Like there's definitely a handful of guys. Who else is there? I mean, the Rays are a newer franchise compared to the other teams, so
yeah,
maybe this won't be as extensive. But I do feel like we make a lot of transactions with the Rays.
I think Sergio Romo played for the Rays too.
He did. Sergio Romo definitely did.
Well, in which he played good for the Giants. I mean, that's another bullpen arm we could use if we had him during the Giants time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
Dude, letting the 9-hitter hit 2 bombs on you. That's fucking embarrassing. We're giving this guy a new contract off of one fucking game.
Just like...
Yes, Joe Boyle. That's who we traded for Springs. Yes.
just like
Shout out Dodpool.
Just like I told you, the history never will surprise and like make you like that Homer just did to me.
I'm used to it at this point.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I can sit through this season, I've watched damn near at least part of every game.
Yeah.
This sitting through this will make the future years not as bad, considering how many times we've sat through them blowing leads, just completely shitting the bed. Like this is really building character for like even more so than like seeing through the shitty years. Like seeing through those shitty years like 2022, 2023, a lot of 2024, like they were bad, but like they were just getting their ass kicked every night. But like I feel like this is the year I've never felt so many like kicking the balls losses like I have with this team. So I imagine it won't be worse ever. It'll be hard for them to one up themselves as far as just losing the way they do every night. And in my head, if we can sit through that, then we can. If we can sit through this, we can sit through anything. As Daddy Yandy Diaz is up to the plate.
I can remember like a time. I think that it had to be during a Yankees series, and like in the pregame they had like 4 different people that like played for the Yankees and the A's, and they're like, which one would you rather have now? Huh? And to me there was with that I'm remembering this. There was only one real choice because of how our team is right now.
With Sonny Gray,
Catfish.
Catfish. Yeah.
The other ones are hitters. We're not too bad on the hitters if they're all going right, but the pitching. Oh, I would have taken Catfish.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Tommy White, by the way.
Yes, it was.
I mean, definitely Catfish on this team would have been crazy. It's not about if or when they lose; it's how they will lose. Exactly, and if yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dadpool. Like the fact that like the way how this team loses, like mostly every game. If we can sit through how they lose these games, I feel like we can sit through anything else. I mean, there's just so many games I can't even think of off the top of my head. I've probably forgotten about half of them at this point. That just so atrocious, so horrible. I mean, the Cardinals game, Giants game.
Catfish had a no for us.
Yeah, he did. Chat, I have a question for you guys. If you guys could retire one more number in A's history, what number would y'all retire? That hasn't been retired yet. Because right now it's what? Ricky, we got Eckersley, we got Stewart, we got Raleigh, and then we got Catfish.
Are we only going Oakland?
Any. I mean, yeah, I guess you could do any. Jimmy Fox, I guess.
Fox, lefty. Come on.
Yeah, all those Philly guys. I do wish that they would honor them more.
If we're going, I think they are in the hall. They are in their hall, but I could barely remember doing it.
Yeah, they have like a class of whatever they were doing. They started a couple years ago.
As far as Oakland, I would go with number 9 with Reggie.
Isn't Reggie's number retired, or am I tripping?
I don't remember seeing 9.
Pretty sure 9 is retired, if I didn't say that already. No, 9 is retired.
Okay, I hope you're right. But I don't remember seeing it. I remember seeing Stewart. I remember seeing Eck. I remember
Sal Bando, number 6.
Sal Bando was really good during those 3 years, from what I've seen and read.
Yeah, I'm sure you could pick any of those guys from the 73 team, 72, 73, 74.
Heck, even with those times, the guy that I brought up today, Campy.
Campaneris, yeah. He was a beast too. Chat, I think this game's over with. Okay, so actually, since you're such a history buff, Rich, I want to ask you, like, what's your favorite MLB fact? It doesn't have to be age related, just anything MLB history that like you find very fascinating? Like if somebody asked you to name an interesting fact about baseball, what would you tell them? I guess I just asked you to do that.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the guy's first name. I don't know if I'm going to pull the guy's first name out of my hat though, but I believe his last name was Vanderweel. He is the only person to 2 straight starts, no hitter, no hitter.
Really?
Yep.
When did that happen?
Let me look. Johnny Vandermeer, that's it. It took a minute for me to get it in my head, but Johnny Vandermeer.
As we got a base hit from Jeff McNeil to start off the inning. Let's get a rally going, guys. Let's make this competitive. Okay, top of the lineup. Okay, we got Geloff. Let's get a knock here, Zach.
June 11th and 15th, 1938. 4 games rest.
Dang, dude, I remember that. I was there for that. I was actually there for the second one.
Can you imagine that? 4 days rest. 1938.
More people have walked on the moon than scored and earned a run off Mariano Rivera in the playoffs. That's crazy. 12-11.
That's a record that will never be beat, because then you'd have to have somebody have 3 starts in a row.
Only 12 people have walked on the moon. I thought we've sent like more. Haven't we sent a fuck ton of people to the moon at this point?
It could be just 6 missions, because
Or do most people just like sit on the? Do most people just sit on the ship and they'll actually go out on the actual planet?
Because with each mission you had 2. I believe you had 2 that went on the moon, and the other one was staying in the control panel there.
This Geloff strikes out. He's now 0 for 3 tonight with 3 Ks. Wait, no, he doesn't have 3 Ks. He's 0 for 3 tonight though.
He had a good night last night though.
No, yeah, Geloff, he can do no wrong to me. That's my king. How many people have walked on the moon? I need to look this up now.
I think I did see it was 12, but I mean that might be wrong. But
how many people have walked on the moon? There's no way it's only 12, right? 12 people. That's what the hell, Dadpool? I could have sworn it was more. Yeah, and they haven't done it since 1972. So you notice how the A's won the World Series and just stopped walking on the moon? Makes you wonder. Wait, what are we doing up there then? Don't we go to the moon a lot? I don't know if I sound really stupid saying this.
Not too often.
Then what the hell are we doing in space when we send people up to space?
I know that they're checking out other planets and they're checking out other things, and I don't know if it's totally worth the money, but I mean,
what the hell?
They'd know better than me.
As we ground into a double play, maybe we should send these guys to the fucking moon. Unmanned missions?
There was an unmanned mission to Mars. I know that. Like,
I just thought
to the outer planets, they have unmanned missions.
Man, I could have thought that I thought people were just up on the moon all the time, to be honest with you. I thought there was always somebody or something going on up there.
Watching too much science fiction there.
No, I don't watch anything science fiction-y, but like that's crazy. I thought we were up on the moon more often. I didn't realize that nobody has stepped foot on the moon since 1972. What the hell? That's a crazy stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I think we lost. To be honest with y'all.
All right. So, Rance,
Yeah.
who is the only president of the United States that English was a second language?
English was a second language. Is it like an older president?
Yep, it's one from the pre-Civil War. Yep.
Pre Civil War, there's only like 15 options. That's like the 1860s.
Yep.
Lincoln was a 16th president. He was about that.
Civil War started in the 1860s, so it's before that.
Yes, there's only like so many to choose from. Shit. I don't know. James Monroe.
Martin Van Buren. He was from New York State, and the area of New York State that he was from is a very German area, or at least it was then. So his first language was German.
I didn't know that. That's interesting. What the hell? I should have guessed it was like one of the more niche people, like the one niche presidents that don't get talked about as much as the others.
Yep.
Hot take: nobody has ever walked on the moon. Cook: the Earth is also flat, Jeff.
Okay, with that,
Obama. Dude, I knew Jeff was gonna say some shit like that after Rich asked that question.
With that conspiracy theory of the fact that they thought that nobody ever walked on the moon, I've seen something that said that it would have cost more money back then to fake that photo than it did to go on the moon.
Yeah, I believe it. Not that I really think that much about the moon landing. I think there's more. I think we need to study Wilt's 100-point game instead. To be honest with you,
most conspiracies are kind of just total BS.
I agree. I'm not a conspiracy theorist guy.
There definitely have been some true conspiracies, like the big conspiracy that went on for like the entire Lincoln presidency, where there's a conspiracy to assassinate him. There was always something going on with that. At first, the plan was to only kidnap him in exchange for southern southern convicts that were in the north, like
I thought
at first it was planned to kidnap him in exchange for southern war criminals, but
I thought Wilkes Booth killed him because he was like, whatever. Wasn't he mad about the slavery? Wasn't he mad about them abolishing slavery? Or
John Wilkes Booth was actually at Lincoln's second inaugural. He was up in like the upper porch of the White House. Back then it was called the Executive Mansion. It wasn't called the White House until Teddy Roosevelt was president, by the way. And so
oh, shit.
There you can see photos online that will circle where Booth was, and you can see that it's him in the picture, and you can see where Lincoln was. And when he was talking about giving blacks the right to vote, he was like, it's changed now. Huh?
Yeah, that's why he killed him, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you know that even though that people think very highly of Lincoln now, in the 1860s he was not a very like president at all. He just barely won the presidency in the 1864 re-election, just barely.
I think I've seen videos about that because they didn't like how a lot of the country didn't like how he was handling the Civil War or something.
Yep, they wanted it done. They want it to be done.
I mean, that's fair. And this we get a pop up. Shout out avocado. I believe in avocado. I know a lot of people don't, but I'm still very high on him.
I want him to be able to manage that control
My
because
favorite conspiracy is Lincoln was a homosexual. I need to stop bringing up every comment that comes up on this chat.
I so much want like him to have like entrance music of Heartbreak Hotel for like Elvis Presley.
Who, Lincoln?
No, Elvis Alvarado.
Oh, I don't know why the hell we thought about. I thought we talked about Lincoln. And I'm chat. I'm not hyping up avocado anymore. I gave somebody props, and they do that. I bash for he hits a home run. Chat win for another stinker on Rants Live, which kind of sucks. But the last 3 weeks, even though they lost, they've at least been good games. So I guess we were due. Look at that little skip of a home plate. Damn, Rich, I think this game's over, man.
Yep.
Fuck.
It's bad news, so I guess I got to switch to this one.
Yeah, Dadpool, we're cooked. I've learned more history here than I ever did at school. Facts for Nizzle. I was actually really bad at history in school. I actually hated U.S. history when I was in high school and like middle school. I thought that shit was so boring. But not like when you learn it on your own time. I think it's cooler.
You see what hat I switched to?
Oh, the bad news bears. Yeah, this has been some bad news. That's for damn sure. If you didn't tell me what the hat was before we started, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. To be honest with you.
I also have a Bad News Bears jersey too. That one only costed me like $35, but it's
cool.
not. It's not the same quality as the Ricky one I have that I showed you before the show.
Oh yeah, well, that's like a nice Mitchell and Ness one though, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you some of my like old ass hats, Rich. You appreciate some of these. Out in chat, we got time now. This shit's 9 to 2. For my old school hat, like I have like regular hats, but like these are like the old school logos. So we got the old Arizona Diamondbacks, that purple. That one's sick. We got
the year they beat them damn Yankees.
Oh yeah. And we got the old Atlanta Braves hat. This one's pretty sick. I love this one. Then we have the realistic Osbird hot take. I think this oil is cooler than the cartoon one that everybody likes.
Yeah, the cartoon one was big when I was a kid.
No, that one's cool. I don't care. Yeah. Old Cubs hat.
Nice.
Then we got your favorite, the old White Sox.
That White Sox hat is cool. The White Sox jersey, no.
The jersey's sick too, man. Then we got the California Angels hat. This one's a cool hat.
Oh yeah, the one with the wings. Yep.
Then we got the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Nice.
I got. Then we got the Florida Marlins hat. We got the old Phillies hat. Then I got the New York Giants.
Nice.
I like this one.
Do you know that the New York Mets were like a
They're,
combination of.
them and the Dodgers, yeah.
Yep.
It's cool. They have Ace fans look away. I have the old Mariners hat. I got the old Blue Jays. This one's cool. And I got two Expos hats. Got this. I got this one
Nice.
recently, and I got this one. This one's hella dirty though. I have to wash this hat. Then one of my favorite hats, the 1960 Kansas City A's. That one's cool. And I got like the 1961, 1962 Kansas City A's. And then I got like the last part of the Kansas City A's. I need them, Mitchell. I need 47 to make the 50s hat. Then I got Washington Senators hat. Then
Nice.
I got St. Louis Browns hat because St. Louis Browns are cool.
Was that the original Washington Senators, or?
I think so. I think maybe.
The original Washington Senators, in my opinion, had the best pitcher in baseball history.
Walter Johnson.
Walter Johnson. He would just throw it like sidearm. Looks so simple, but there was no gun back then. But the players that he played against would tell you that all you hear is.
Oh, I bet he was nuts back then. And then my last hat that I was going to show you, the
Colt
Colt 45s. Yeah. Pretty cool hats. And I showed you this one earlier. Honestly, I should probably put it on because we're losing and it's time to switch hats. Thank God we're Rays fans here, chat.
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh. Okay, so I got a question for you, Rance.
I can like half hear you right now. 1 sec.
I'll give you my 5 before I tell you, before you give me your 5. All right.
Five what?
I know that you'll disagree on something with me with this, but
Wait, what are we listing? My headsets were off when you started.
I haven't mentioned it yet.
Okay. What's up?
The top 5 living baseball players. I'm going Sandy Koufax. I'm going Mike Schmidt. I'm going Johnny Bench, Ken Griffey Jr., and George Brett.
Ooh, those are good. I feel like I'm about to say something really stupid.
Well, as you noticed there, I went with 5 clean players, never associated with anything else.
I was genuinely about to say Barry Bonds.
I know. I knew that was something that you were going to do.
Oh yeah,
I got a problem. Even though that Bonds and Clemens, before they did that stuff, had numbers that were good enough to be elite, they went and did it.
I mean, they always say that Bonds' Pirates career alone would have gotten him in the Hall of Fame.
Yep. Clemens' early Red Sox career too.
Yeah, he was good on the Red Sox.
Yep. Go ahead, you're 5.
Shit. Let's see. Fuck. I'm gonna contradict you. I'm gonna say Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, and Sammy Sosa. And Lawrence Butler.
Well, he would be on the list of the most glow-in-the-dark clothes.
Yeah, most likely it'll look like a 7-Eleven Slurpee. That was a good pitch. Actually, shit. Who would mine be? I guess I would genuine, not no jokes aside, I'd probably have Bonds on there.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Shit, dude. This is hard. Griffey, I'd have Junior on there. I want to give love to like a pitcher. I'm trying to think of who I should give.
Well, I had Koufax on mine.
Yeah, can't go on with Sandy, but I'm not trying to copy you. So, who else is there? Living pitchers.
for the most part, you got to go with the 80s and forward with that for the most part.
Isn't Nolan Ryan still alive? Fuck it.
Oh, yeah,
Nolan,
no one's still alive.
I'll say Nolan Ryan. Why not? Then who else? I got Junior. I got Bonds. I got
Ryan.
Nolan Ryan. Whew. Dude.
Before, like a few years ago, the list would be totally different because then you still got Ricky, you still got.
I would have said Ricky for sure.
You still got Aaron, you still got Mays, but no more.
All of them died. Yeah. Screw it, dude. Mariano Rivera. We talked about that moon stat. I'm just gonna throw him in there. Why not? Let's throw Mariano in there. Why not? And who else? Albert Pujols. No.
Pujols to me would be like 6. So,
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad take. Fuck it. Big Poppy. No. Twins Big Poppy, specifically. Not Red Sox Big Poppy, Twins Big Poppy. CC, shout out CC, Hall of Famer. Have you seen Wayne Boggs? I have seen clips of him recently. He signs a lot of shit. What about Jason Giambi?
I love Jason Giambi, but
actually Ozzie Smith. That's my 5.
Ozzie, you remember me mentioning him? What was it last night on the post game thing?
I didn't see the post game live, so I probably didn't see it.
Ozzie was like the Wizard of Ozzie was nicknamed the Wizard of Oz for reasons. I mean, he was awesome.
Actually, I have a signed ball by him right here. I met him he's one of my favorite players ever, so
Nice.
I went love Ozzie Smith. You know
at one point when Ozzie was young, the Cardinals and Padres traded shortstops, and the Padres traded Ozzie Smith to the Cardinals for a guy named Gary Templeton.
I think I've heard about that.
Gary Templeton was
he just like average? He was just like a guy.
Well, he was a really good shortstop for the day, but I mean, he's not Ozzie Smith.
Oh, definitely not. I think Ozzie Smith's the best defensive player ever. You know who I really like a lot? Okay, is that going to fall perfectly? Yeah, that's annoying. Junior turd. Here comes a 6-run inning. A guy that I like, kind of an asshole, Roberto Alomar.
Yeah, he was a heck of a player though.
I think he did. He got controversy, right? If I'm not mistaken, I could be tripping.
Yeah, there was. I think there was some spitting and some problems with an umpire and.
Yeah, I used to like watch Roberto Alomar highlights like 6 years ago.
He was awesome. His brother was a catcher too.
Sandy Alomar, yeah.
Yep. And their father was Sandy Alomar Sr., who was also a baseball player.
Yeah. It's Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. That's the best like father-son duo in baseball history, right?
Ken Griffey Sr. He was a heck of a player too. He was part of that big red machine that was big in the 70s. He was awesome.
My favorite father-son stat is that the fact that Cecil and Prince Fielder both hit 319 home runs in their career. I think that's so cool that you hit the same amount of homers as your dad.
That's weird.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
I feel, that's just like something of all the things that you know. I'm shocked that that's the thing that you don't know off the top of your head. Honestly, Rich. Yeah,
Everybody's got there. I mean, everybody's got things that they don't know,
that's fair.
and I mean that just happened to be one of those things that I had never heard.
Yeah, Cecil and Prince have the same amount of the same number of career homers.
That's awesome. Do you know? Okay, you probably don't know, but in the '80s, there was a pair of brothers, one of which who became a Hall of Famer, and both of them were knuckleball pitchers.
Who?
Phil Niekro and Joe Niekro.
Yeah, I've heard their names.
Phil Niekro was big on his main part of his career was with the Braves. He was a Hall of Fame pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, both of them, their main pitcher was a knuckleball. And Joe Niekro spent most of his years with the Astros. He was definitely like a number 2, number 3, for the most part, a number 3 guy with Houston. But
yeah,
both of them really good. But Phil Niekro was a Hall of Famer. He got over 300 wins.
Stud.
Now there was a pitcher in the '80s also whose career ended in like the mid '80s. Called now, the name is funny, so you might laugh. Gaylord Perry.
I know about Gaylord Perry.
He was known for the doctoring up the baseball and
yeah, he did some shady shit. Wasn't he with Philly, like Royals, Phillies, that type of joint? Am I tripping?
He ended his career, I believe, with the Mariners, but he was all over.
Yeah, Gaylord Perry.
He reminded, he's a Hall of Famer too, in spite of all that. But he reminds me of a way of that pitcher in Major League that it was like, oh, I got this on my cap and
Yeah, he did play for the Royals at the end of his career.
Yep.
Yeah, Giants, Indians, Rangers, Padres, back to the Rangers, Yankees, Braves, Mariners, Royals. Third ballot, ninth class of 91.
He was definitely known for like using like anything on the ball.
Oh yeah. Yeah, his number tied with the Giants, number 36. It's crazy that Tommy John is in hospice, not expected to live much longer.
That's sad.
Poor guy.
His big part of his career happened after the surgery that made him famous. But
why did they name it after him? Is that's not the first time that surgery happened, was it?
It was the first time that it was really done. Yeah.
When was that? Like
it was tried on him. I think it was in the 70s.
That's kind of cool. Not sucks that he got hurt, but wow.
Yeah. His better part of his career, much like he's one of those kind of people that you didn't really want to face because they were a pain in the butt with their slow stuff. That on one of the shows on one of the shows in the past that you had here, I mentioned who my least favorite traditional ace that the A's would face. My least favorite was.
This guy's gonna get sent down again. Junior turd is what I like to call him.
My least favorite to face was Jamie Moyer. I hated when the A's faced him.
That dude went what? That dude played like 25 years. Wasn't his last year like 50?
I think it was, yeah.
Dude, shout out Jamie with the Rockies of all teams, or was it who the hell was it with? I know he was on the Mariners for a bit too.
His best years were on the Mariners. I think that I
He won a
think
World Series with he was on the '08 Phillies that won the World Series. I know that.
I think his rookie was like in '86. I think.
Yeah, '86. Last year he played in the league was in 2012. Unreal. With the Rockies of all teams, there was a 50-year-old guy pitching for the Rockies.
Do you remember Julio Franco? He played until about 50 also.
Yeah, they're like the George Bland of baseball. I want Taco Bell. Junior turd. Yep. He's cooked. Well, you knew once he gave up that first hit on that perfect bloop that it was done for. Now, if you're trying to break my heart, it's working 'cause you know that should be me holding your hand. That should be me making you laugh. That should be me. This is so sad. That should be me. That should be me. That should be me feeling your something.
You know that I think Satchel Paige pitched for the A's when he was 59.
Yeah, he did.
I believe that is accurate.
Yeah, he pitched 3 innings for the Kansas City A's in like 1967 or something like that. Or 66, 60 something. It was in Kansas City. I know that before they moved.
I believe that I believe the pitcher I'm thinking of is Christy Mathewson. He was like did some barnstorming, which was like basically going around playing baseball, and some of the Negro Leaguers were doing it too.
Dude, Christy Mathewson shut the A's down in the 1905 World Series.
And Christy Mathewson said that he and Satchel Paige in their primes, you could have whoever as the other two starting pitchers and they would win it all.
Oh, yeah. Satchel Paige. He also played for the St. Louis Browns. I love them. Shout out to
It would have been it would be so awesome if you can go back and like watch some games from like the 30s and whatever and the 20s and 40s.
Oh yeah, dude. Get some lead poisoning too while you're at it. That'd be sick.
Know what we know and play some bets.
Play some bets, yeah. Get fucking Al Capone on you or something.
Go back to like the 30s and buy some Goudy gum packs and get some Jimmy Fox cards and
yeah, make a profit. Like just like Back to the Future 2 shit.
Go back to 1909 and buy some cigarette packs and say,
"Hey, Dadpool says to be careful and not pull a Glenn Kuiper."
and say you can keep these cigarettes that are in the pack. I just want these stupid pieces of cardboard that are in here. You can.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That would be awesome. I used to have at one point I had a Ty Cobb T209 that had a big old.
You did? Oh shit!
And I had a. You ever hear of Three Finger Mordecai Brown?
Three Finger Mordecai Brown.
Yep.
Who's that?
He was a pitcher for the Cubs who was really, really amazing. He had some crazy pitches. He's named Three Finger because when he was a kid, he had some kind of a farming accident and his hand got mangled.
Oh, but shit.
That caused his pitches to be really awesome.
Like, that's actually kind of sick. It's unfortunately lost like some fingers, but damn.
Yeah. He made a heck of a career out of it.
No, good for him.
You know who I was a big fan of too, even though he was never on my team, and for a while he was against the A's too. I was a big fan of Jim Abbott.
Jim Abbott.
You know Jim Abbott?
Yeah.
Oh, what an amazing! I mean, to be able, and he had a no-hitter with the Yankees too. I mean, like having like half an arm and Come on. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, you did have an arm.
He was on the 88 USA baseball team, and
No, that's dope.
I mean, as I've said, I'm handicapped. I have total respect for Jim Abbott. He was awesome.
No, the fact that you can do that on like such a big stage like that,
Yep.
with all your abdomens.
Yep.
This shit's over, man. White Ricky grounds out. Sad.
We just got to try not to get too emotional. I mean, you saw how emotional I was getting before, but
Yeah.
we got to just try not to get too emotional for the end of this season, because I mean, we know it's not going to lead to anything, but we got to we got to think of like what this team could look like particularly next year, but particularly when we head into Vegas.
I mean, that's the end game. That's what a lot of us were hoping for, is 2028. But that really goes on the pitching. They got to change how they run this thing. Hopefully, like we talked about earlier, hopefully they can. Is that gone? No, warning track power.
Yep. Let's go.
Hopefully they can get a new mindset as to how they want to run this franchise. Like I said, no internal hires when it comes to any new managerial changes. Like if they fire Kotze, whenever that happens at some point, you got to go outside.
Yeah, let's go A's, baby.
Let's go A's. I'm past the point of being like upset about this team. Me snapping on Rants Live like 2 weeks ago.
In my lifetime, I want to see number 10 with the A's. Number 10. We're stuck on 9. I want number 10.
We're tied for. The Dodgers are going to pass us. I would like this to not be fall to like 4th. Because it's us, the Dodgers, and the Red Sox. We all have 9.
We used to be tied with the Cardinals until they were starting to win them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I remember even like in the 80s, we were second.
Yep. The Dodgers will pass us. The Red Sox, I could see them luck boxing their way into one. The Red Sox just come out of nowhere and just.
The Dodgers are just inevitable right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of a shit show. But
root against the Dodgers. That's just what I'm doing. Rooting against the Dodgers.
I mean, I respect that they're actually willing to spend money. I don't like the deferred money aspect of it. I saw something that after they traded for Scooball, that they have like $1.1 billion in deferred money, which is absurd.
I'll tell you, if the Brewers are facing the Dodgers and the Brewers have 3 wins and their next start is Mizorowski, I am watching that game.
Yeah, Mizorowski's dope. I mean, they have so many pitchers. It's like, what the hell are you gonna like? How are you gonna use all of them in a playoff series?
Yeah.
Like, dude, the Dodgers didn't need Chris Bubick. Why do they have Chris Bubick? They don't need him. I know he's an injury-prone guy, but like that guy's like a high upside starter.
Yeah.
Like, when healthy, like what are the Dodgers doing with him? Jason Kendall. I don't get it. I still think there'll be baseball played next year. I'm not going to be a doomer about it until it actually happens.
So that's what we got to do, guys. I don't know who's still in there, but just gotta don't get too emotional with these last games, because I mean it's not going to mean anything anyway. But just try to think of how the future could be. You know what I mean?
No, the future's still bright. They just need to figure out pitching.
Yeah.
Which won't happen next year. We're going to be in for the same bullshit next year. They're going to be this mid team if they stay healthy. They're going to sign some trash to go out there every 4th, 5th day, and it'll be whatever. Just as long as we keep having the guys develop, we keep having the Jamie Arnold develop. Hopefully, Wayne Lynn he can get back to form, like continue how he was doing before he got hurt. JT again, we got Gage Jump. Echeverria, I'm really excited. I really like him. Excited to see what he does since he just got called up to
Yep.
Double A. Yeah, just let Tur ride this out. It doesn't matter at this point. Don't blow an arm on a 12-2 game.
Well, we got like an inning left. I just tell you, it was awesome being on your show here.
No, I appreciate you coming on, Richard. It was a blast.
Yeah.
Definitely have to have you on again at some point. I'm in New York. These late nights kill me, but I watch every game, even if it ends at 1:30. Yeah, I try and stay up and watch. I'm also on the
We're both
East
from the
Coast.
tri-state area there, dude.
We'll be in Sacramento next season. We're gonna get some mid-ass pitcher. That's all I know. That was a horrible pitch. Thank God he swung at this shit because I'm ready for this game to be over. This shit's over, y'all.
Yeah. You know what I think of sometimes too? You know how sometimes like they have the announcers like Braden and Jenny and whatever talking about road trip Mike. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of annoying how they bring him up quite a bit, but you know what? How awesome would that be? I mean, he must have a lot of money. That would be awesome.
Probably like a crypto trader or some shit.
That would be awesome.
No, I mean I would rather just go to baseball games instead of work.
Heck yeah. My body would be able to handle a lot easier too.
Let me put my hat back on too. Dude, honestly, dude, just quit McDonald's. Go see the A's. Who gives a shit?
I don't got money like that.
Dude, it don't matter when you got A's baseball. Like, what's more important? Seeing the A's or crippling debt? Like, yeah, you'll be in debt, but at least you get to watch the A's lose 7-2 on a Tuesday. We're 12-2.
I think I'm accurate on this. I'm not totally sure, but I think that only one person has ever hit that warehouse outside of Camden Yards. And it was, I believe it was during the home run derby.
Well, I know Ken Griffey hit the home run derby.
Yep.
They have it at camp. Have you ever been to Camden Yards?
No, that would be awesome.
It's beautiful.
That's one of my 5 favorite.
No, they literally have like plaques for when people hit the terrace at Camden Yards, and on the warehouse they literally have the plaque in the wall where the Griffey's ball hit it and hit the wall in the '93 home run derby. I think it was '93, right? It's cool.
I've told you that's the longest building on the East Coast, right?
Yeah, I think you said that in the chat last week, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Longest building on the East Coast.
I think I've seen people like hit it on a bounce, but
no, yeah.
But that's not the same.
Next time I go to Camden Yards, probably next year, I will have to try. Hopefully, I remember that so I can really admire the warehouse.
Well, you're Virginia. You might be somewhat close to Camden, huh?
I went this year when the A's were there. I went with my friend Kayla and her boyfriend, and then their friend Jacob. It was fun. It was the game they won like 5-2.
one thing that with how I am,
Mhm.
something in Virginia that would seem interesting to me. I don't know about you, but like Colonial Williamsburg.
I've been there. It's nice. It's really
Nice.
cool.
Yep.
Great place. A lot of you're a history guy, you would like this area. Got Monticello. We got the obviously DC. You can go see all the monuments. Go see the White House. Go see the Lincoln
Nice.
Memorial. All that shit. Washington Monument. But we have like Monticello, the Jamestown, all that shit. Like all the early like U.S. history stuff. I mean, being around from here, like you go to those places on like field trips and stuff. In the American History Museum, it's really cool. You would like that part too. The one area I thought was the coolest was they have a lot of like the dress. They have a lot of dresses from like that the first ladies wore at like the inaugural balls, and then they have like this huge section. They have a bunch of like the political buttons from
Nice.
like all the different campaigns, whether like they won or lost. Like they have buttons that
I think a lot of the older ones were made out of wood.
no, they were like they go way back like, and they update it too. Like they had like Trump ones, they had Kamala Harris ones from 2024, and then they go all the way back to like the early 1900s. Like you'll see like Taft stuff, you'll see
Nice.
Truman stuff. It's cool. Like you see
Did-
like the evolutionary of like
Did you know that William Howard Taft, after one time, got stuck in the bathtub at the White House?
yeah, wasn't he fat as shit?
He was very overweight. He was very stressed out, and he was overweight. His dream job was to be Supreme Court justice,
That's
and
cool.
and that he like not too long after he was no longer president. I don't remember how many years, but he later became Supreme Court justice. That was his dream job, and he was less stressed and he lost weight.
Good for him. Because I know the dude was like 300 plus pounds. I just realized that Nick Martinez is going for a complete game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be good for me on fantasy today.
Hey, man, that's all that matters. Dude, he's only at 83 pitches, too.
Yeah.
Rays, 2 complete games since 2017. Fewest in MLB.
I'd rather have him gotten shellacked.
No, that's fair. I can't wait to listen to Katsu's BS post-game press conference. Straight regurgitate shit. Yeah, when he gets a softball question. Yeah. It's the same, like, bullshit, like, corporate stuff. Katsu literally says, like, the baseball equivalent of shit you say in a meeting. Oh, let me circle back to this. I mean, you all know with a job, corporate world, you'll circle back to this. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's what Katsu does basically in every interview. I don't listen to his shit. I'll read the quote if it comes up on my feed, but I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. Full count to Max Muncy. Get off at the on deck. 0 for 3, 2 Ks. That's a strikeout. That was a good pitch. How many K? That's Martinez only has 5. Yeah, they don't care. Just go home.
Okay, so for next year, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we got, unless if we trade him in the offseason, we got Shea at catcher for next year.
I'm worried his value shot now. I was big on the trade Shea, what like agenda, but like who knows what his value is at this point now that he's hurt. So
Shea at catcher. I got Geloff at third for next year. At short, Jay Willie.
yeah.
At second, JKG.
Yep.
At first, Nick Kurtz.
Yep.
Left, naturally, we got Tyler. Center,
Bolte. I want Henry Bolte there.
Oh, maybe put Bolte in right and have and have a healthy.
You have to have Denzel on the roster for defensive
have
purposes.
Have Denzel in center. Hopefully he'll be.
I don't want him being the everyday guy, but
his defense is just crazy good, though.
Honestly, I like Geloff. I kind of want Geloff in that center.
I mean, you don't see the ball like popping out of his glove like happened in the first play with.
Well, part of me actually, I kind of want Geloff in center, and then you, depending on how they feel about Tommy White, I would like to see more of Tommy White, and JKG needs to be. I think JKG needs to be at second, though. JKG needs to be somewhere.
I'm thinking Tommy as a DH, but I mean, then where would you put Rooker when?
That's what I'm saying.
And where are they going to put Raw Dog because they're paying him too?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that gets sorted out. But yeah, I want to see what they do with Tommy White. I want to see his bat continue to develop. And if we didn't have Rooker, which is obviously like a big like what if situation, you gotta. I think Tommy would easily slip into that DH spot. I don't want to see Rooker in the field.
I could see why they gave Rooker the money because for the first couple of years he was on the team, he was awesome. But
I mean, the guys definitely earned their contract extensions when they got them.
Yeah.
They gave Butler a fuck ton of money for a 2-month
stretch. Butler was
stretch.
over 2 months though.
No, I don't know about the Butler. I mean, the Butler extension. I mean, it was a good value. They were banking on him.
Yeah.
Continuing that, Carlos Cortez into the gap. That's going to score a couple. He's going to score Geloff. It's a second run score. There comes Alika, 12-4. Let's go, chat.
You know what, though? If I remember correctly, though, Geloff's agent is the same guy that's the agent for Shea.
Boris? Fuck.
Yeah.
Pack it up. Trade him, too. I'm done. Just get rid of the Boris guys.
If I remember correctly.
Dude, I hope not. Boris guys don't go. It doesn't go well together.
Yeah.
Let's see. Zach.
I think I saw somewhere that Boris's value, his financial worth, is like about $400 million. And all he does is build up contracts for people.
Who, Boris?
Yeah.
That's why he's the best in the business, and that's why all the guys that are worth a damn go to him. Boris guys never sign with the original guys. I'm looking online. I don't think Geloff's a Boris guy.
I thought I remember that from when he came up first time.
Oh, he does. Fuck. No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're cooked. I want a quesarito. I've been thinking about Taco Bell for the last 3 innings.
Do you remember when they had a Chihuahua on the Taco Bell commercials?
Yeah, they had that when I was a kid.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I remember that. Remember they used to give out the toys, and a lot of the toys would be Chihuahua themed when I was 4.
Drop that chalupa.
Down by 8. What the hell is Cortez doing hand signs? Hey, he's locking in, Bill. All it takes is to chain some hits together. You probably could have gotten home, but honestly, who gives a shit at this point?
Well, I hope you guys in the chat found me interesting today. I tried to I always try to have a lot of good history to go.
No, dude, it was great having you on, Rich. I really appreciate you coming on here and spitting all those facts, talking about Burnt Campaneris. It was fun listening Rays Ace players with you. We'll definitely have to have you on again.
And this was facing a team that has no history. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely made the horrible game that it was a lot more bearable to everybody that was watching. And that is the game, chat. The A's lose 12-4. Then another loss on Rants Live, but these fucks lose like every game, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Not really.
As Queen sang, another one bites the dust.
That is true. Yeah, chat. Thank you all for coming tonight. It was a blast. Thank you to you, Rich, especially for coming on, and it was fun talking history with you. Definitely have to have you on again at some point. It was great. Next week, chat. Another live. Hopefully we win. I don't think we will though. Playing against the Royals, they also suck. So
hopefully you'll have somebody in the chat that looks better than me.
Nah, Rich, don't sell yourself short, man. You're killing the game out here. But yeah, we're playing the Royals next week, chat. Will we get a dub on Rants Live? Fuck, dude, probably not. Let's be real here. That the Royals also suck. So
no. Bobby Witt Jr. is awesome.
I do like me some Bobby Witt Jr. But anyways, chat. Oh, Perkins tomorrow against Drew Rasmussen. That's a loss. Okay.
Look at the ERAs. Oh my.
Yeah, we're getting swept. That's cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week for another episode of Rants Live. Hopefully we win.
Good night, Rants. Have a good night, everybody.
You too, Rich. Thanks for coming on again, and hope you all have a great night as well. Take care, everybody.